Today we're going to be talking about why Ranger class is the worst class. You might be shocked to hear this, but I'm going to say it. Now let's get to my first point. We're just going straight into this. The ammo. Alright, so simply put, when you compare Ranger to any other class, it has a unique property. Ammo. Now, ammo on paper sounds cool, especially because there's different types of ammo. You got chlorophyll bullets, you got, crystal bullets, you got all these different types of bullets, arrows, all this cool stuff, right? Holy arrows. Wow, what a cool concept. Variety to your weapons, right? The problem is that if you want to use your weapon to the fullest potential, you have to grind resources to be able to use your weapon to the fullest potential. And with guns, you have to buy musket balls. There is no other class where you have to buy and grind your way to use your weapon to the fullest potential. It's simply as simple. It gets as simple as make the weapon and you can use it. Wow, what a great class! And that is very bad, especially if you're bad at the game, because you're going to constantly be running out of ammo and having to grind more. Wow, how fun! My second point is the balance. Now, I will admit there are classes that are really out of balance, and some are very balanced. Ranger, in my opinion, is too balanced. Why do I complain about this? Because it is the only class in the game that has mid-defense with mid-damage. Every other class has high damage, or some other quirk. Every other class has something that's high, and having something with mid-abilities makes it feel like a mediocre experience. The reality is, you're doing mediocre damage, and sometimes even the lowest amount of damage you could possibly do out of all the classes, to bosses, with okay defense. It's not that exciting. When you compare it to classes like Summoner, which a lot of people hate on, Summoner has incredible amounts of damage, which makes it worth to play because especially in the endgame, you do way too much damage, where Ranger does pretty okay damage. My third point is weapons. How fun are the weapons? To be simply put, not that unique. I know it's hard for a Ranger class to have cool weapons, but most of them are just simple bows. I mean, especially the bows. In pre-hard mode especially, the bows are very, very generic. Sure, later in the game the bows get cool, especially like bows like the Phangasm or the one from Duke Fishron, which are cool concepts, but even then, they're not that exciting. And then you have, the guns, which all are basically just the same idea. It's a gun that shoots a bullet. Wow, how exciting. I mean, I don't think there's a single gun I actually can think of which is incredibly exciting to use, because it's all just the same gun. Sure, some of them shoot faster, which makes them more exciting, but not that exciting. And then you have rocket launchers, which, actually, those are probably the coolest thing there are, but even then, it's still like, when you compare it to other classes like Melee, where they have varieties of weapons with different types of projectiles and all these unique properties, you look at Ranger and you go, why am I playing this? Not only that, but the other issue is Mage and Melee have the same abilities as Ranger. I already said this earlier with the ammo thing, but basically Melee does the same thing as Ranger, if for certain weapons, with higher defense and higher damage, without needing the ammo. Meaning that the whole quirk of Ranger, which is, oh, you stay from a distance and you do damage and you won't get hit as much, doesn't even make sense, because it already happens on Mage, and it already happens on Melee, and it does it better. So why the hell are you playing a class that literally does something that other classes do, but worse? That's the main issue with Ranger. It's just simply not good enough. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a guy who loves using guns in games, and I actually love using the guns in these games because it's exciting. But when you compare it to other classes, it just feels very bland. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. If you agree with me, let me know in the comments. Road to 1,000, so make sure to subscribe, because, man, I really hope I get 1,000 by the end of the year. It'd make a man happy, Anyways, goodbye.